Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I am your host Deja B. Today I will be sharing top 3 creepy stories. As always, I will post new content 2 to 3 times a week. So, if you're a fan of creepy and scary stories, I believe I have it here. So don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe so you will never miss any of my newly uploaded videos. So, with all that said, sit back, relax, and stay away from those dark corners. Thank you, and let's get started.
Deep within the confines of the East Martello Museum, in Key West, Florida, there resided an eerie artifact that sent shivers down the spines of all who gazed upon it, Robert the Doll. This allegedly haunted doll had a history shrouded in mystery and whispers of supernatural occurrences. The tale began with Robert Eugene Otto, an eccentric artist from a prominent Key West family. In 1904, young Otto received a gift from his grandfather, a doll crafted by the renowned Steiff Company of Germany. This sailor-suited doll bore a striking resemblance to the outfits Otto had worn as a child, adding a personal touch to the eerie creation. While Otto pursued his artistic aspirations in New York and Paris, the doll remained locked away in the family home at 534 Eaton Street. He had left it behind, seemingly forgotten but far from inactive. Otto's life took a turn when he married Annette Parker in Paris in 1930, and the couple returned to their Key West residence. Otto passed away in 1974, and 2 years later, his wife joined him in the realm beyond. The old Eaton Street home, along with its unusual inhabitant, passed into the hands of Myrtle Reuter, who would own the property for 2 decades. Eventually, the house changed ownership once more, falling into the hands of its current proprietors, who transformed it into a guest house. In 1994, Robert the Doll found a new home at the East Martello Museum, captivating tourists with its bizarre aura. Visitors flocked to witness the doll's unnerving abilities, moving of its own accord, altering its facial expressions, and emitting eerie giggles. Legends whispered tales of its supernatural powers, suggesting that a young girl of Bahamian descent had gifted it to Otto, either as a gesture of goodwill or as a means of vengeance for a past wrongdoing. Other chilling stories emerged, recounting how the doll manipulated voodoo figurines or exhibited awareness of its surroundings. Some claimed that it mysteriously vanished after changing hands following Otto's demise, while others alleged that the young Otto had inadvertently triggered the doll's supernatural capabilities by blaming his childhood mishaps on it. According to local folklore, Robert the Doll bore a malevolent influence. It was said to have caused car accidents, broken bones, job losses, divorces, and various other misfortunes. Museum visitors who showed disrespect to Robert supposedly encountered post-visit misfortunes, cementing its status as a harbinger of doom. In the annals of pop culture, Robert ventured beyond the confines of the museum. In 2008, it made its first-ever journey outside Key West to Topkin, hosted by the Atlantic Paranormal Society. In 2015, the doll graced Las Vegas for a Travel Channel television program, finding its place in Zach Bagans' Haunted Museum. Its sinister legend also birthed a horror film franchise, with multiple movies bearing its name. From Robert in 2015 to Robert Reborn in 2019, these films captivated audiences with their spine-tingling tales inspired by the doll's grim history. The eerie presence of Robert the Doll reached even wider audiences through appearances in television shows, like Ozzie and Jack's World Detour, and the podcast and TV series, Lore. It seemed that this malevolent creation would forever cast its shadow over the curious and the brave who ventured into its unsettling world, at the East Martello Museum. In the dark and twisted annals of American crime history, few names send shivers down the spine quite like that of Hamilton Howard Albert Fish. Born on May 19, 1870, in Washington, D.C., Fish's life was a descent into madness, depravity, and gruesome acts that would earn him a macabre reputation as one of the most deranged serial killers in American history. Fish's early life was marred by tragedy and torment. His father, Randall Fish, was a man of advanced age when Albert was born, and his mother, Ellen Frances Howell, suffered from hallucinations. As a child, he endured abuse at St. John's Orphanage, where he found solace in physical pain. It was a disturbing foreshadowing of what was to come. By 1890, at the age of 20, Fish had relocated to New York City, where he engaged as a male streetwalker and began violating young boys, often those under the age of 6. In 1898, Fish's mother arranged a marriage for him with Anna Mary Hoffman, a woman 9 years younger than him, and they had 6 children together. Fish's life appeared somewhat conventional, but beneath the surface lurked his dark desires. Fish's descent into madness escalated in the early 1900s. He began a sadomasochistic relationship with a man named Thomas Bedden, engaging in acts of torture over the course of 2 weeks, including the mutilation of Bedden's private area. Miraculously, Bedden survived, but the horrifying ordeal was only a glimpse into the depths of Fish's depravity. In 1924, Fish embarked on a series of child abductions and murders that would cement his legacy of horror. His victims were primarily young children, and he often targeted those who were mentally disabled or African American. He'd believing that their disappearances would go unnoticed. One of his most infamous crimes was the abduction and murder of Grace Budd in 1928. Under the guise of hiring Grace's older brother, Fish gained access to the Budd family and set his sights on the young girl instead. He lured her to an abandoned house, where he brutalized her lifeless body. The true extent of his madness was revealed when it was discovered that he had consumed portions of her flesh.
I will not go into detail of his sadistic gruesome acts, or what he had stated in the letter. By all means, seek for yourself, but let's continue.
Fish's reign of terror came to an end when he was arrested in 1934 after sending a chilling letter to Grace Budd's family. He was subsequently put on trial, where he pleaded insanity, claiming to have heard voices from God commanding him to unalive children. Several psychiatrists testified about his myriad fetishes and sadistic tendencies. Despite doubts about his sanity, Fish was found guilty and sentenced to death by electrocution. On January 16, 1936, he met his end in the electric chair at Sing Sing prison. His last words, "I don't even know why I'm here," he offered no solace to a society haunted by the gruesome tales of his crimes. Albert Fish's legacy is one of unrelenting horror and a chilling reminder of the depths of human depravity. While his crimes are firmly etched in the annals of American criminal history, they serve as a dark testament to the enduring fascination with the macabre and the terrifying capabilities of the human mind. In 1863, a small, picturesque village nestled deep within the English countryside was shaken to its core by the inexplicable and terrifying events that unfolded within the walls of the local rectory. What initially appeared as a quaint and peaceful haven for the local clergy soon became the epicenter of paranormal phenomena that would leave a lasting mark on the village's history. The village of Wycliffe was known for its idyllic charm, with cobblestone streets, thatched-roof cottages, and a towering medieval church at its heart. At the center of this serene village was the Wycliffe Rectory, a magnificent Georgian mansion that had been the residence of the local vicars for generations. Its imposing facade and sprawling gardens seemed to radiate an air of calm and piety, providing a stark contrast to the turmoil that would soon plague it. The first signs of paranormal activity in the rectory began with subtle, inexplicable occurrences. Vicar Edmund Harper, who had just moved into the rectory with his family, reported strange, disembodied whispers echoing through the halls during the stillness of the night. His children complained of unseen hands pulling their bed sheets and chilly drafts that defied explanation. At first, the Harpers attributed these occurrences to their own imagination or the vagaries of an old house. However, as time passed, the phenomena intensified. Loud, echoing footsteps were heard when no one was there, and doors creaked open on their own. The Harper children claimed they saw shadowy figures lurking in the corners of their bedrooms, their features obscured by a sinister darkness. The once lush gardens surrounding the rectory began to wither, as if the very earth itself recoiled from the malevolent presence within. Word of the rectory's eerie occurrences soon spread throughout the village, and locals began to avoid the property after dark. A renowned local medium, Lady Eleanor Fitzroy, was called upon to investigate. Armed with candles and a Ouija board, she conducted seances within the rectory's foreboding chambers, attempting to communicate with the restless spirits believed to inhabit the house. During one particularly chilling seance, Lady Eleanor claimed to have contacted the spirits. They told tales of a tragic love affair gone awry, of betrayal and despair, all rooted in the history of the rectory itself. These spectral voices, she insisted, were tormented souls trapped in the earthly realm, unable to find peace. As the years passed, the paranormal activity only grew more intense. The vicars who succeeded Edmund Harper experienced the same unsettling occurrences, and some even abandoned the rectory in terror. Local villagers began to speak of a curse that had befallen the mansion, claiming it was built on unhallowed ground or that it held the restless spirits of those who had suffered within its walls. In the decades that followed, numerous paranormal investigators, psychics, and curious thrill-seekers ventured to Wycliffe to witness the rectory's eerie phenomena firsthand. Many reported encounters with shadowy apparitions, ghostly whispers, and inexplicable cold spots. The rectory became a symbol of the village's haunted past, attracting visitors and sparking debates about the existence of the supernatural. The Borley Rectory remains a popular subject of paranormal investigations and has inspired books, documentaries, and even a movie. To this day, the Wycliffe Rectory stands as a testament to the enduring mysteries of the paranormal. Its history of inexplicable occurrences and restless spirits has left an indelible mark on the village of Wycliffe, forever enshrouded in a cloud of uncertainty and fear. The haunting legacy of 1863 continues to capture the imaginations of those who dare to explore the depths of the unknown.